Hey, Coach Derek here from Kikfit Training with video number 5 in our personal defense series. Today we're going to go over tactile training, what it feels like to actually hit a target during your strike training so that you have a better mental blueprint or a muscle memory. You actually know what it feels like for your hands, your elbows, your knees, whatever it may be, to actually touch something and hit something. And that's important to create that competence in your mind, to create the confidence in your body so that you know when you strike something, this is a normal thing. You have an actual memory of it, if you will. Before you start training, though, you want to make sure that you do 4 speeds of training: a quarter, half, 3/4, and full. So when I'm practicing my strikes in the air, I'm going a quarter of the speed that I actually would go at to create a better mental blueprint and be precise. As you speed up, you're going to lose some of that precision the faster you go. So you want to make sure that you're very precise at the lower speed so that when you're adrenalized and you're scared and you're shaking, even though you lost some of the precision, you're still really good enough to actually hit the target or hit something so you can continue that human blender thing that you're going to do once the fight kicks off. So why you want to practice with a dummy? The dummy is going to give you the actual distancing, ranging, and the actual sensation of what you're striking. So from here, if I practice my finger jabs, but I don't have a dummy, I may not know that I'm not close enough to reach that target. But from here, in the submissive posture, take it easy. What do you want? Now I know for sure the fingers are going to enter the eyes. Now I know for sure the palm strike is going to end under the chin. Now I know for sure the sternum punch or the groin punch or the knee strike or the elbow or the headbutt or the bite is going to work because I actually felt what it feels like to grab onto something, punch something, push something. From that position, once you do all your strikes, now you can do it in order that we did in video number 3, where you start with your head and you work your way all the way down to your feet and then start over again and backwards if you want to do it that way. A better way to do it is as you move organically. Let's say I palm strike the guy. I punch the guy in the ribs. I move to the side because he's moving now. Now maybe the best strike for me to do is another palm strike to the side of the ears, a punch to the ribs, a knee to the groin, and then I move again. So as I move organically, knowing that the target's not going to stand still like a practice dummy, I have to get used to moving my body to find better opportunity to strike better targets, to continue the human blender until they've stopped moving or attacking you. Then you can run, escape, get to freedom, get home to your own bed that night and know that you did the best you could. So during your training, again, slow down, get that muscle memory. Those who train tend to be lucky. Those who prepare tend to be lucky. So it's labor under correct knowledge. But if you don't train under correct knowledge, you have no luck. You're probably going to be victimized. It's important to make sure that the precision and the practice creates that passionate aggression. And so that when you kick off, you're going to do what your muscle memory is hardwired to do, not what you think you're going to do in your fantasy or in your imagination. So you want to practice these skills from close range, from mid-range, from far range, back to mid-range, back to close range, real close range, foot stomp, pushing away, whatever it may be. Today I'm going to teach you a new strike. It's called a spear technique, using the forearm bone, the large bone here, to hit them like a crowbar into the soft part of their body. So from the submissive posture here, you're going to practice lunging forward, not up, back and forth, but from here, moving forward with your hand behind the other hand like a crowbar, and you're going to push with your whole body. Push forward. So I'm not just doing an arm thing like this. It's with the whole body into the soft part of the neck and brachial plexus here, the x-axis. You want to strike in this area here if possible. But even if you don't strike there and you hit them in the chin or the face, that's still good. So the idea is from here, take it easy, extending out with the whole body. One side, then the other side. Then practice with just one arm from here, extending out. I'm using my whole body, lunging forward, hitting with that bone. Fingers open, rotate the hand, hit with the bone, not the fleshy part, the bone. Hard on soft, that's the idea. So we practice submissive posture, finger jab, lead with speed, palm strike, they go back, devour with power. So flash bang, speed, power. That's going to shock and confuse them, put them in a lot of pain, have them in a scenario where they don't know what the hell is going on, and then you can boogie out of there and get to safety. So the idea is to do something that is not expected, the element of surprise. That's your key. You're probably not going to be bigger, stronger, better armed, and motivated as they are initially. But if you can flip that around and change the script where they are the deer in the headlights, now you have the advantage because you have hit them with the element of surprise, confused them. Now they're really in a state of panic, not knowing what to do. That's what they wanted you to do. Now you switched it, and now you can possibly get to safety and escape and get out of there. So as you practice, initially the scenario, hey, take it easy. What do you want from me? I'll do whatever you say, etc. You're buying time. You're also protecting yourself legally. Second part is you might be able to talk them out of it. Those who talk sometimes can be persuaded to walk. It's a very small percentage, but take that chance to create the lag time to get yourself amped up, ready to go. Here we go. But don't telegraph saying, okay, I'm amped up, I'm ready to go. So you're not letting them know that you know what to do. So as you get closer, they're not going to expect the finger jab or the palm slap or the palm strike or the punch or whatever it may be that you strike at them. But as you do that, you get used to the 3 layers, the awareness, as in detection, the first 3 Ds, right? Detect, diffuse, defend. So if the awareness part, you're saying, okay, there's danger coming, there's 5 guys with switchblades and baseball bats, come hit me, I'm at the gas station, I gotta do something. I'm gonna put the gas tank away, get in my car, start it, lock the doors, and start boogieing out of there. Even if they start hitting my car, I'm gonna be safe. You have a scenario. They're too close, I have no weapons, I'm gonna use the gas spray, spray them down, and scream for help. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna scream for help, I'm gonna make sure I get my pepper spray out if I have a tool. Something that you know you can do in layers of defense depending on how far they are away. As the saying goes, distance buys you time, time buys you options. The options are only there if you practice something and skillfully master it to be unconscious competency, automatic, muscle memory, if you will. So if you practice nothing, you see the danger coming, all you're going to do is panic. So you want to make sure you prepare, because those who prepare tend to be lucky, labor under correct knowledge. So you want to labor under the knowledge of training practically and actual in a meaningful way with a live partner that's dialoguing with you, that's moving, so that you actually know how organically you would be shucking and jiving if you had to, and what you would do as they actually fight back or resist back, because it's not going to be a practice dummy like this that's doing nothing back to you. It's easy to hit something that doesn't hit you back, right? So it's important to have some kind of a realistic experience where they're mindfully and realistically resisting you from hurting them at that point. So you get the surviving experience versus this, I got a good sweat, a good workout, and aren't I wonderful? That's not realistic, because in reality, the chances of you getting injured is pretty high. But when death is the alternative, injury has its appeal because you're fighting for a greater purpose for your family, your friends, your pets, the loved ones. You have to survive the scenario that day. They will not win. So it is very important to apply the psychology, the purpose, the passions, the reasons why. At the same time, protect yourself physically, protect yourself morally, protect yourself legally by doing this, the positions or the steps of take it easy. I don't want any trouble here. You are the victim. You are the sheep, if you will. They don't expect you to turn into a wolf and chop them into little pieces. That's not what they're thinking. So the element of surprise is the key to your advantage, your success. Once you flip it around and they're the sheep, deer in the headlights, if you will, and you do meaningful strikes enough to cause the blunt trauma damage, the confusion, the shock and awe, the pain, now you have the opportunity to create distance and get out of there and get to safety. In the school, during your training, we'll be changing partners consistently to change height, size, shape, verbal skills, so that you have a variety of experiences so that you get comfortable at being uncomfortable to a degree, and use that fear that you'll actually experience as fuel to ignite that rocket ship with razor blades attached to it as you come at them and survive the day and take care of protecting yourself and becoming your own bodyguard. Remember, when seconds count, help is minutes away. It's up to you and you alone to be your own bodyguard. Take care of yourself and defend your family. And in this very uncertain world, you want to be certain that you can protect yourself and defend those loved ones around you. Please give us a call to set up a seminar or one-on-one lesson. And remember, at the end of the day, your safety depends on you.